The diversity of adipocytes, white, brown, and beige, reveals a sophisticated, adaptable system that contributes far more to human health than previously appreciated. Far from being a homogeneous blob of storage tissue, adipose tissue is a mosaic of specialized cells with dynamic roles in energy balance, thermoregulation, hormonal communication, and tissue remodeling. This cellular heterogeneity not only reflects evolutionary elegance, but also opens the door to targeted therapeutic strategies that take advantage of fat's multifaceted nature. Rather than viewing fat as a metabolic liability, current science increasingly recognizes adipocyte diversity as a key to systemic resilience, metabolic flexibility, and even healthy aging. White adipocytes are perhaps the most familiar. These cells, defined by a single, large lipid droplet and relatively few mitochondria, are engineered for efficient energy storage. They capture excess calories and convert them into triglycerides, safely stashing them away for future use. But beyond storage, white adipocytes play a powerful endocrine role. They secrete leptin, an appetite-suppressing hormone that communicates with the hypothalamus, and adiponectin, a molecule that enhances insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and promotes lipid oxidation. Healthy white fat thus acts as both an energy reservoir and a metabolic mediator. When functioning properly, it buffers nutrient fluctuations, prevents ectopic fat accumulation, and helps maintain whole-body glucose homeostasis. However, when this white fat system becomes overwhelmed through chronic overeating or sedentary behavior, it can expand in a dysfunctional way, leading to inflammation and insulin resistance. But this isn't an inevitable failure of fat. It's a sign that its buffering capacity has been exceeded. In contrast, metabolically healthy individuals with ample but well-functioning white adipose tissue, the so-called metabolically healthy obese, often maintain high levels of adiponectin and low inflammation, further underscoring that it's not the fat quantity alone, but its quality and function that matters most. Enter brown adipocytes, smaller cells packed with mitochondria and multiple small lipid droplets. Their dense mitochondrial network expresses uncoupling protein 1, UCP1, which allows them to oxidize fatty acids and glucose to produce heat. This thermogenic capacity is critical in newborns and small mammals, where heat generation without shivering ensures survival in cold environments. But the story doesn't end in infancy. Adult humans retain functional brown fat depots, particularly in the supraclavicular and spinal regions, and these can be activated under the right conditions: cold exposure, certain dietary components, or even endurance exercise. Brown fat doesn't just burn calories, it protects against metabolic disease. By acting as a sink for excess glucose and lipids, it alleviates pressure on white fat stores, improves insulin sensitivity, and reduces circulating triglycerides. The most exciting discovery in recent years, however, may be the identification of beige adipocytes. These are UCP1, expressing thermogenically capable fat cells that arise within white fat depots in response to specific stimuli: cold, exercise, caloric restriction, and even certain polyphenol. Morphologically and functionally intermediate between white and brown adipocytes, beige cells add a layer of plasticity to the fat system. They embody the concept of adaptive thermogenesis, where the body recruits additional metabolic tools to deal with environmental stress or caloric excess. Beige adipocytes are not fixed in identity. Their plasticity means they can revert to a white-like state when thermogenic demand disappears and reactivate when needed. This reversible nature makes them a particularly attractive target for interventions aimed at increasing energy expenditure, improving metabolic flexibility, and even protecting against age-related metabolic decline. Importantly, the ability to recruit beige fat does not seem to diminish entirely with age or obesity. It can be preserved or reactivated, even in older individuals, through sustained cold exposure or regular physical activity. This cellular diversity allows the adipose organ to respond to a wide range of physiological needs. In times of plenty, white adipocytes safely sequester excess nutrients. During energy demand, whether from cold, exercise, or fasting, brown and beige adipocytes step in, burning stored energy to produce heat and maintain balance. This dynamic interplay allows fat tissue to oscillate between anabolic and catabolic modes, providing an elegant system for nutrient buffering, thermal regulation, and hormonal communication. Moreover, this flexibility is not just metabolic, it may also be regenerative. Some research suggests that certain populations of adipose-derived cells have stem-like properties. Beige adipocytes, for instance, can originate from multiple precursor cell types, including smooth muscle-like progenitors and mesenchymal stem cells. Adipose-derived stem cells, ADSCs, harvested from fat tissue, show potential in regenerative medicine applications, including wound healing, vascular repair, and even neuroregeneration. This suggests that the diversity within adipose tissue is not only functional but developmental, providing a reservoir of cells capable of supporting tissue repair and remodeling throughout the body. In sum, the heterogeneity of fat cells, white, brown, and beige, is not a biological quirk but a finely tuned feature of an intelligent system. Each adipocyte subtype contributes to a broader framework of systemic regulation, storing, burning, buffering, sensing, and signaling. Understanding this diversity allows us to move beyond simplistic dichotomies of good versus bad fat and instead appreciate adipose tissue as a vital, adaptive organ system. Its cellular plasticity offers a path toward novel therapies, ones that activate thermogenic capacity, enhance metabolic resilience, and tap into the regenerative power of fat. Rather than an enemy, fat is increasingly revealed as a key ally in the quest for health and longevity.